So next what we're going to do is take you through some passive range holds. So again, bridging the gap between passive and active. The first one that we're going to do is going to be for hip flexion. This is a great thing to do after the 90-90 stuff, after the pails and rails that you did with those. Also, just thinking about making your hip cars better. Really just being able to stay in a certain position for longer is going to make you be able to go in and out of that range of motion that much smoother, that much more control, and definitely that much more strength. So first thing that we're going to have Ewan do, she's going to exhale everything out, pull her ribs down and in, trap some air in her lower abdominals. We're going to go ahead and grab our left knee and pull it all the way into our chest, into as much hip flexion as possible. So while we're here, you can notice that this leg is strong and straight. This right glute is driving through there. Notice her lower back's in a nice good position. Basically picture that this left leg is the bottom of the squat. So that's how I want your spine to be. From here, she's going to make sure she keeps that air trapped in. Right now, she's going to start tensioning this hip flexor right here. She's finding it, she's squeezing it. Ramp up the tension for as long as you can. And then we're going to get on a 3 count. So right now, 3, 2, 1, she let go. Now she's holding that tension, trying to keep that as high as she can. If you're the coach or you just want to mess with her, you can go ahead and push down a little bit, have her tension harder into your hand. We're really, really challenging that. Say we just held for 15 seconds, let her go down. Good. I like to get a quick reset. 1, 2, 3, not even a full 3 Mississippi, right back up. Tension again, 3, 2, 1, let go, hold again. As far as the athlete, again, 10, 20, 30, just try to hold for a minute sometimes, challenge yourself, but be smart at the same time with everybody. Slowly let that down. Good, okay? So that's going to be for the hip flexion. The next one that we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and pull it all the way into a hip flexion, and then we're actually going to get some abduction where we take it away. So this is really important with this one. You're going to see she's going to open that all the way up, but we're not having this hip translate in where it actually wants to stay out. If you're the coach, you can kind of firmly make sure that their lower back stay in the right place. We've got the abs in the nice right place, everything's nice and tight. From here, she's really going to start firing the glutes to really keep that abduction, but we're also maintaining height with this hip flexor, so it's really 2 for this one. So on the count of 3, she's already got the ribs down and in, we're nice and tight. 3, 2, 1, let go. Hold here 10, 15 seconds, vary on the different individual. As she's doing this, I'm the coach, I want to mess with her, I want to make her stronger. Boom, push in, okay? Again, this is a 2 different one, right? We got hip flexion and abduction, so what else do I want to do? I can even push down, and that is very difficult. 5, 4, 3, 2, relax, bring her back in. Quick 3-second count, we can bring her right back into the next one. So that's how we're going to do the hip flexion and abduction, the second part of your hip car. Okay, relax. The next one's going to be a little bit tricky. We're going to kind of do the internal rotation part. Honestly, it's pretty difficult to do on your own. So you'll see I'm going to actually help her with this. If you can try to get it there as best you can, go ahead and do that. You might need to make it a little bit lower. But basically, as the coach, I'm going to go ahead and get her into that position. So she's going to come all the way up and just kind of hand off her hip to me. So from here, what we want to try to do is maintain the height, but we also want to turn the hip inward. If I turn this hip inward and I see her losing her position or getting that arch, I'm going to bring her down a little bit, make it easier. I'm going to get as much of that hip rotation as I can. So if you notice, again, looks like the 90-90, right? This is the trail leg in the 90-90. And you can see as I got this, she got a little bit of lumbar extension. I'm kind of being picky, but I'd want her to drive her hips forward. So you see that, nice. Now she can really feel that fired up. So I'm here, I'm going to hold it for her. She's really holding up in her own though. 3, 2, and 1. Let go. She's holding that. You're going to get crampy here. That's fine. I want to try to keep that hip forward, driving and holding. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to go ahead and hold it for her here. She can relax, kind of rest on the knee for a second. Now we're going to go ahead and try to drive the hips forward a little bit. There you go. Good. Now really crank that up. 3, 2. Anytime I get higher, it's going to be harder. And low. Good. 10, 9, as far as the count, again, 10, 15, 30, whatever they're up to, reps, same thing, okay? Slowly relax, good, okay? So really tricky to do on your own. You can try your best. Think about that trail leg, try not to overarch the lower back, try not to lose any of the positioning. Make sure you start off in the right position. Make sure you get your position correct by doing the breathing correctly. Next one, something we like to joke about. really something you'll remember. You'll definitely be feeling it. We want this hamstring to work in the shortened range, so we want it to be as short as possible and you still be able to control it there. I'm going to show you a couple of different variations. So what she even's going to do, she's going to grab her heel and she's actually going to pull this all the way up to get the knee flexed as much as possible. A lot of things are going to happen for most people, so a lot of times you're going to pull that up there and you're just not going to have it and it's going to come out to the side, so we want to make sure that stays there. Then from there, what we also want to do is make sure the butt stays tucked under, abs stay nice and tight. Okay? So you can see she has a great position, almost like the couch stretch if you guys are familiar with that. From here we have a couple of different toe positions, so she can go dorsiflex to ankle. This is literally the squat, hamstrings pulling us deeper into the squat. Now she's going to fire this hamstring right here. 3, 2, 1. She's going to let go and hold. This should almost cramp, or it will on you. It's perfectly fine, just confusion if it does. Start off with 10 seconds on this one, definitely, then get your way up a little bit higher and relax. She's going to go all the way down. So the second